Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I go by Lady T Hairstyles, and if you are returning, hey Lady T gang. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. Today's video is going to be about a VSG update, and it's also going to be about frequently asked questions about my gastric sleeve surgery. So I'm going to start off by getting into the first portion of this video. I'm going to answer all of the frequently asked questions, and at the end of the video I'm going to go ahead and give you the update on how much I weigh, how many days post-op I am. I'm going to get into all the all the tea at the end of the video. So you guys make sure you watch this video fully through, all the way to the end. Don't skip no parts, and make sure y'all please consider subscribing to the channel. Join the Lady T gang. That's all you got to do is smash the like button and press the subscribe button to go ahead and join this gang. All right, let's go ahead and get started. The very first question that I get every single time somebody inbox me, they're like, how did you begin? How did you start this process? What did you do? So the very first thing that I did was I reached out to the surgeon. I went through a group called New York Bariatric Group. I will put the information right here on the screen, and that is the number that you call. Soon as I called that number, the lady on the phone was super sweet, super nice, and she walked me through the whole entire process. The first thing she said to me was, which surgery was I looking to get? Now, there are numerous surgeries that you can do for the weight loss surgery. I will not go ahead and explain each and every one because I am not a doctor. You guys have to do your research to see what works best for you. What I got was the gastric sleeve. The gastric sleeve is something where they cut off 85% of your stomach so that it can slow down your metabolism, and it helps with weight loss. So that is what I got. Now, the lady on the phone is going to walk you through. She's going to explain each surgery, and she's also going to ask you, are you paying out of pocket or are you going through your insurance? I personally went through my insurance. She did give me the option to pay out of pocket, which would have made the process so much faster than what it was. But because you have to go through insurance, insurance has some stipulations that you have to follow before you are able to go ahead and have the surgery. The first thing that I had to do when I first signed up to get the surgery was I had to go into the office and actually have a sit-down consultation with the surgeon. So she scheduled me out an appointment. Now, this particular bariatric group, they work out of Hartford, they work out of Stanford, and they work out of New York, various places in New York. I actually went through the Hartford one. I went to Hartford Healthcare, and it was out of St. Francis Hospital. So when I went to St. Francis Hospital, I met with the surgeon. He asked me a few questions. He showed me a video. I'll go ahead and insert that because I did have that in my day one video of me starting this process. I'll insert a little clip of the video that he showed me.
So what we're doing in the surgery is we're giving you a smaller stomach. Now you're satisfied when you have a smaller amount of food,
yes.
But we're also reducing your appetite. So it's two ways that it's working. I'm gonna play a video next. I'm just gonna let the video narrate.
But after that, he showed me a video. He weighed me. Well, the very first thing when I walked through the door, they had the nurses weigh me. Now, they need to know your weight and information so that they can calculate your BMI, your body mass index. That is something that they have to measure in order to let you know whether or not you qualify for this typical surgery. So obviously, I qualified for it. My starting weight was 305 pounds. So, of course, I definitely qualified to get this surgery. So after I got this, he told me that you qualify. He ended up showing me the video. The video broke down step by step what they were going to do in the procedure. And right before I was leaving out, he made me go meet with a nurse. Well, he actually walked me through all the steps that I would have to take in order to get the surgery with me using my insurance. And after he walked me through it, he had a nurse come in, and she took me with her, and she gave me a piece of paper, and it had a list of every last doctor that I had to see in order to get the procedure. And I was to call each and every one of those doctors and set up an appointment with those doctors so that I can be able to, start the procedure. So the very first doctor that I set up appointment with was I had to take a COVID-19 test, but I had to take a COVID-19 test. I set up that appointment. I had to take blood work tests, so I set up the blood work appointment so that, you know, they can see what everything that's going on. And the second thing that I set up was called the endoscopy. And endoscopy is a procedure that they took like a camera scope and they put me to sleep. I go to the hospital. It's a really quick procedure. It's less than 20-minute procedure. They put you to sleep on light anesthesia. They stick a scope down your throat and they check out your, you know, your stomach and all of that area to make sure, you know, what's going on inside your stomach. They got to know what they're canvassing, what they're, you know, working with. They don't want to go in there blind, so they have to know what's going on. So the endoscopy, I was super scared and super nervous to get it, but it was not bad at all, guys. I mean, it was totally not bad. The only worst part about it was being groggy and sluggish after the anesthesia. It makes you super tired. That was the only thing that I dislike about it. But other than that, it didn't hurt. I didn't feel no pain or nothing. So the endoscopy was first. The second thing that I got was a pulmonary test. Now the pulmonary doctor works on your breathing. And unfortunately, I found out during the pulmonary procedure that I have asthma. So I was diagnosed with asthma during my pulmonary procedure. That was very it wasn't shocking to me because I knew I kind of had breathing issues because my doctor, my main doctor that I had for years, gave me an asthma pump because I told her I would get shortness of breath. But she's never told me, hey, you have asthma. This is what you have asthma. It was just, here, use this pump if you do get out of breath and, you know, stuff like that. But the pulmonary doctor, he actually diagnosed me, wrote it on paper and said that I have asthma. So that was another procedure. The third thing that I had to do was I had to set up appointments with a nutritionist. Now you have to see the nutritionist. There's no way around it. You got to see them for 4 months. With having insurance, you have to go out for a 4-month span where they put you on a strict diet plan, and they want to see if you can follow that diet plan, because after you have this surgery, that is the diet plan that you will be on for the rest of your life. That's the one you should follow for the rest of your life to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So for those 4 months, she monitored my eating. She weighed me every single time I came. So they wanted to see if my weight was going down, fluctuating, going higher, if I was following these guidelines. And of course, I followed the guidelines somewhat. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Somewhat, I followed the guidelines and I made those changes. And they also, you know, walk you through the different diet plans you have to go on prior to surgery and after surgery. So prior to surgery, you have to go on a liquid diet. Some people get 2 weeks, some people get 3 weeks, some people get 1 week. It all depends on you. Every person is different. So everybody's weight is different, everybody's body is different. So it depends on you, and whatever you and your doctor come up with, that is the liquid diet plan that you will be on. So I seen a nutritionist every month for 4 months straight. 4 months straight, I went into the nutritionist office. We sat down, she talked to me, she wrote a meal plan. She would ask me what I ate in a week and, you know, things like that. The next thing that I had to set up was a psych eval. Now, we had to do the psych evaluation because this is a life-changing surgery. Like, there's no reverse on this surgery. Like, once they cut off 85% of your stomach, it's gone. You can't re-sew it back on. You can't put it back on. It's done. You have 85% of your stomach gone. So they want to make sure you are mentally stable and you are really, truly understanding that this is what you're going to do and this is the decision that you want to make for the rest of your life. So of course I passed the psych eval. He said I was good, and each and every one of these doctors have to sign off with your surgeon, and they have to push the paperwork and everything through and give the okay, and, you know, make sure I'm stabilized and everything is good in order to go ahead and have this procedure. And when I forgot to mention, when I had my endoscopy test, they did find some things in there, and I ended up having to have an ultrasound, and I found out that I had a heart murmur too, like a slight heart murmur. So, I mean, it wasn't nothing too crazy. They followed up with me. Everything is okay. I'm fine. So, yeah, it was really scary at the beginning of it. I talked about it in my videos, you guys. I'll probably link the video up here when I talk more about in depth what happened with that situation, so y'all can go back and watch those videos. And you can also watch my journey, guys. I did make a bunch of videos, vlogs, following my journey on my VSG surgery. I even have surgery day up here too, so you guys, the links is all in the description box. You can click them and go check out all of those videos to get more information and really walk through the process with me as well. So the last and final thing that I personally had to do was just prepare myself. I had to mentally, physically prepare myself because it was a really hard journey, guys. Really hard journey. It's not for the weak. You got to be able to put in this work. You got to really like do the darn thing with this surgery, because if you don't, what's the point? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the point of going through these changes? Like, you don't want to put in all of this. You don't want to go slacking and keep eating the same way and keep doing the same things if you want to change in your life. So if you guys have any more questions on how to start the process, where to start the process, you feel free to hit me up. I am in the Connecticut area, so that is the bariatric group that I mentioned is in the Connecticut area, in the New York area. If you are in a different state or anything like that and you want more information on it, just Google, research, and Google in your area any bariatric doctors out there. And I'm pretty sure the process is almost like the same thing. Every group is different, but I'm pretty sure the process is almost the same way. So you guys research and figure that out in your area. Now for the meat and potatoes. I know you guys want to know an update on me personally. I am now, since yesterday, I am 4 months post-op. June, July, August, September. Yeah, I am 4 months post-op. And I'm feeling good, y'all. I feel good. My confidence is high. I've always had high confidence, period. But I feel so much better, much energetic. I just feel good. I'm happy with my weight. I'm losing it. You can see all in my neck. You can actually see my neck now. Like, you can see my neckline now. I've lost a total of, I want to say, it's been a while since I weighed, guys. It's been a very long while. I want to say almost 60 pounds. And I am now 249 pounds. That was the last time I weighed myself. I was 249 pounds, down from 350 pounds. I said around 60 pounds because I know I lost more. I just haven't weighed in a while. I don't even have a weigher at home, guys. So it's been a while since I actually weighed myself. And I know I probably should have weighed myself before I got out here to talk to you guys, but I'll post it in my community tab when I get the exact accurate amount. But the last accurate amount was 249 pounds. Your girl feels so good. Like, I am literally in a size extra large, and I can fit some larges depending on what the clothing type is. So from a 4X down to an extra large, y'all, I'm so happy. Like, I'm ecstatic about it. Like, I'm speechless, because I haven't been this size since I was a child. Since I was a kid in high school and in elementary school, I have not been this size. Like, every last single pair of my clothes cannot fit me, y'all. Everything is super big. I've been like shopping, and this is even an old shirt right here. As you can see, it's big, but I rarely have clothes to wear, so I still do try to, you know, incorporate some of my clothes to wear. So, you know, this is a flannel, so, you know, we like oversized flannel. So some of the stuff I can kind of throw on, but everything is big, guys. Legit, everything is big. And I literally, when I go into the stores to actually shop and stuff, I instantly go to the big girl section, the big plus sizes, 3X, 4X. I start picking up those clothes because in my mind, it's still mentally saying, hey, you're a big girl. Like, you have to go and get those sizes over there. But then I'd be like, girl, you can't get in this. This is too big. I be sitting there for a minute, y'all. It literally plays a mind toll on me for like a good 5 to 10 minutes when I walk in the store. When I first started shopping in the stores, I walked in, I walked out, because it was so overwhelming to know that, girl, you lost weight. Like, I don't know if you can relate, if you had this surgery before and you could relate, or if you worked out and you lost dramatically a lot of weight and you could relate to that. Comment down below and tell me how you feel, how you got through that or whatever, because I'm telling you, yo, sometimes it really plays on my mental. I'll be like, let me just get a 2X. I get the 2X, go home, can't fit shit. or I got a little ratchet. But yeah, I go home and I can't fit it. And I'll be like, girl, why did you get this big old shirt? Because that's what I'm used to. I've been a bigger girl almost my whole life. So yeah, y'all, that's kind of like a little update of my VSG surgery. I'm super excited. If there's anything else you guys would like to know, let me know. Again, I'm 4 months post-op. I can pretty much eat whatever I want to eat in moderations, but I'm choosing to eat healthier. And literally I can only eat 2 to 3 bites of food, and I feel like I had a Thanksgiving feast. I be full, like super full. Like I can drink some water and something like that, and I'm instantly feel like, oh girl, you ate lunch for the day. So I really just take my time with everything. Everything is like, take your time, sip water. I'm still sipping my water. I don't want to gulp because sometimes I do get a little nauseous. I've had this thing called dumping syndrome a couple times because I kind of forgot that I even had surgery. And what dumping syndrome is, basically if you eat too much or you drink too much, or if you eat and drink at the same time without waiting, your stomach just starts feeling overly full and everything comes back up. So it's called dumping syndrome. That is one of the cons of having this surgery. If you forget or you get a little bit excited because the food getting so good and you like, oh, I remember where I could beat this down, and you like, oh, I ate 1 spoonful too much. It's coming up. It's coming up. You're throwing it up. Your stomach is cramping and it's not feeling good. So I try to stay away from that, and I practice just being in moderation and calming myself down when it comes to food and when I get excited about the food. So it's still really a hard journey. It's something I'm still getting used to, but all in all, it's the best decision I've ever made in my life to change my life and for the better. You know, so I can be healthy, be around for my son, be healthy to be, you know, be able to do things with my son and, you know, with my family and stuff like that. And my wife, she has went on this journey with me. She has also had VSG surgery. So we've been basically doing this whole thing together, and that has been the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're able to eat the same. We're able to understand each other, what we're going through with this surgery and how we feel and how we're shedding pounds, and how, you know, I'm able to go through that with her. So that's really special to me as well. Best decision ever. Again, guys, all right, that's the end of this video. If you have any more questions, comments, anything, just put them down below, or hit me on my Instagram, inbox me on Instagram if you want to talk more, or my yeah, just reach out to me, guys. Just reach out if you have any questions. I am an open book. I have no problem with dropping the tea, helping you guys out. If you need my help to kind of like start the process, you can feel free to hit me up as well. I don't mind. All right, guys, I'm about to be out of here. Make sure you guys please consider subscribing to the channel, and make sure you hit the like button because that helps us grow over here. Your girl is trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and we are almost there, y'all. Y'all see it. We're at 750 subscribers. So let's go ahead and keep on smashing that subscribe button and share this video out so one of your friends could go ahead and subscribe too. Thank y'all.